Hello everybody, Imminent Storm here, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron for the Kingdom of Greece. In the last episode, we pushed through Syria, and we also took down Iraq in order to get access to their oil reserves to help fuel our war machine. And I can't tell you right now how happy I am to be recording this episode, because it has been a bit of an adventure to get things back operating the way they should, at least mostly. Anyway, as you can tell, the map is looking correct, and I did go ahead and get Italy to transfer all of the occupied territory that was in Turkey back to me, because it just wanted to get rid of that big blob of green in my territory, and ultimately it doesn't really matter all that much. So, just to kind of go over what the issue was and how I fix it, because I don't know how interesting that might be, but the issue came about because in 1.2, the new version of the game, Paradox went in and added in some additional states, or modified them. I'm not exactly sure if they added new ones, but they changed some of the state ID numbers. And that caused a conflict with the Greece Improvement mod, because the guy who developed it modified some of the states in Greece to be more historically accurate. So when he updated his mod to work with 1.2, he had to kind of use different province ID numbers and everything like that, which meant there was really no way to get, to basically just fix it. The only option would be to start over. But I was like, all right, let me try something. So I came in and I tried to use the console commands to actually transfer ownership of those provinces to me. I was like, all I got to do is just be, made the owner of those provinces again, and it should be okay. But when I tried to do that, the game crashed. So I was like, what in the world is that? Ultimately, what I ended up having to do was change some of the settings in the game to get the game to actually save the save files out as text files instead of compressed binary files, and then actually open the save games up in a text editor and manually modify the province information in the save game file itself to get them owned by me again. And I got it as close as I could to what I had before, because the whole Cambodia thing was a little goofy, so I had to try and fix that. And I think that we are as close to where we were before as we're gonna get. But it was operational. Everything is working back. I got my capital back to be Athens and all those good kinds of things. So, whew, it was quite some work. All right, so what are we doing here? We're trying to wipe out the last little bits of here. I probably want to take these guys and say just push into Kuwait. I want to try and crush these guys here, meet up with the Italians at the Suez Canal. The Italians may actually, they're coming across the Suez Canal right now, so that's good. And then what I'm thinking is I want to take an army and I want to move it to France, because we really need to get France defeated before the Americans join the war, which is going to be happening maybe soon. It all depends on when Japan decides to strike the USA on national focus, and they are going to eventually take it. They're working on Pressure Siam right now. 67 days left. Don't know where they're going to go after that, because once Japan declares war on the United States, and they almost certainly are, then the US is going to join the Allies, and then we got a whole nother problem on our hands. Okay, so let's go ahead and unpause it. Let's just get things moving here. We do have a bit of a manpower problem. One thing I probably want to do is I did increase the extensive conscription. I actually want to change this from partial mobilization to total mobilization to get the increased construction speed, the reduction in consumer goods factories. It'll cut down our recruitable population, but it should be alright. Oh, looks like I have some additional free military factories. Actually, did we get light tank 2s? We did get light tank 2s. I want to do the same thing with the light tank 2s that I did with the previous tanks. Well, another thing I need to do is I need to start getting light tank 1s. You know what? Oh, those are light SPG artillery, okay. I don't necessarily want to shift all my factories over just yet. Alright. And the other thing I need is I need to get carrier naval bombers and I need carrier fighters. Let's see. Oh, we managed to sink 5 enemy submarines. That's nice. There's still some Romanian ships. Dangerous naval invasion. Currently in Lebanon. What I might want to do... So I have air superiority here. I'm not sure... How are they able to get a naval invasion off when I have, like, air superiority here? As far as I understand, that you need both naval and air superiority. What I might want to do here is get my fleet. And let's break off the submarines, all subs. Let's get myself a new commander. Let's tell you guys to convoy raid. There, let's see how that goes. Since we have air cover, it should help. To at least contest the naval zones. Because they can't land if they don't have naval control. Okay, so this army. This infantry army, is this the one we want to send? I think it is. Alright, I want to get you guys over here. 36 divisions. Oh, you're actually just gonna march them? No. Everybody, strategically redeploy to Luxembourg and then deploy out to the front. Naval invasion. I'm still saying a naval invasion there, even though we control that sea zone. Well, that just means that they have one planned, not necessarily that they've actually launched it, though they may have launched it before I got control. One thing I do need to do is launch a... we're attacking some convoys. I need to launch a naval invasion of Cyprus here. These guys... Do I have did I research Marines? I don't remember if I researched Marines. No, I did not. wonder if I could just temporarily, let's say, let's make this an army. Let's give them a commander. And let's say those 2 divisions launch a naval invasion from Volos. There. Execute that. 14 days. We're good there. And they should be fine. Perform in these states. Lebanon. Let's see. Alright, we sunk some convoys, good. Alright, my guys are moving through Austria right now. Nine days in. Let's see. These guys just continue to push out garrison units because I need to actually set up some garrisons. Oh, these aren't being garrisoned. Yeah, we need that garrisoned. I need to garrison all of this now. All of this. All of Iraq, Kuwait, so forth and so on. Alright, so this army, what I want them to do is just do a focused assault to try to get to Paris. Let's say more like that. Alright, so guys are getting in position here. They'll need to get reorganized from the move and build up some planning bonus. Oh. Whoa! We lost 18 subs, are you kidding me? Okay, they sent a massive fleet in. Okay, then. Then you guys just get out of there. Wow, that really sucks. Okay. Well, it was enough. Well, we're gonna have to let our planes do the work then. No, you guys are no longer doing that. You guys just stay in port. Yeah, just stay in port. Oof, that hurts. But at least the subs are fairly easy to build, so. Oh, we researched, got done our new destroyer class. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna queue them up. I'm gonna say we're gonna switch these guys to just one run, and then everybody should move over here once this run completes. Alright. So what do we want to do next? Probably some better submarines. Let's do that. I think the destroyers and the submarines are going to be the backbone of our Navy for a little while. You guys knocked them out. Now I was looking at this, and Saudi Arabia actually does not have a lot of oil. Neither do any of these right now. Actually, who has a lot of oil is Iran. I'm not sure I want to take out Iran at the moment, because that's going to increase our frontage with the Soviet Union. And if a war eventually breaks out, which it almost certainly is, between the Soviets and... Oh, let's go ahead and fire that off. Between the Soviets and the Axis, I want to have as narrow a front as possible. Alright, how goes the training? Not enough equipment to train. They're working on that. You guys work on this. Doesn't look like it. Hold off then. Let them win this battle first. Oh, it looks like the British got back across the Suez. That's annoying, but not impossible to deal with. Alright, you guys... Can you actually... Oh, they're already on the boats. Alright, let's just see how well they do. Oh, Recon Company. Let's go with the Signal Company. Have resistance to occupation. Why are we still having resistance up here? Oh, Nope, that's all under garrison. Let's just push these guys down to normal reinforcement, because they have enough equipment now. And let's say we want to get... this one is one I want. Back to reinforcements as the primary thing where all of our equipment's going to be going. Justification of war goals against our allies. Soviet Union is justifying against the German Reich. Oh, crap. Okay, we've got to get this dealt with, like, now. Launch the attack. So I need these guys to hold the front. Looks like the Germans... Good, they are reinforcing this front. They're backing off a whole bunch of troops from the French front. Dangerous naval invasion. Oh. It might be over here. That could be a problem. And we have allied forces. There's Japanese troops in Basra. Unfulfilled import request. The German Reich just canceled all of our steel. And the Soviet Union is about to as well. Alright, so let's zero this out. Zero that out. The only one we could probably really get any steel from is going to be Sweden. And Italy. What else do we need? Rubber and tungsten. Tie them down while our guys get across. National Computing Center. Okay, yep. That did it. Okay. No national focus set. Okay, what do we want? Army experience plus 100%, 100. Oh, we don't want to do that. I'm a maximum army experience. Research bonus for land doctrine. Anti-tank division. Let's go with the Royal Hellenic Air Force. We need to spend this army experience on something. Do we need to modify any of our... anything here? Now let's actually modify our paratroopers. I'm going to go with support artillery, support anti-tank, and support anti-air. Because they all should be air-droppable. A logistics company. And a recon company. Then let's add in some more paratroopers. More paratroopers. There we go. Save that. And let's actually train some of those. 2 sets of 5. How about? Oh, that's 6. There we go. 2 sets of 5. 10 divisions of paratroopers. Do we need to edit anything here? We have light self-propelled artillery. Light tank destroyers. We don't apparently have any light anti-air. And we're not building any light tank destroyers. Light tank destroyers. Get some of those rolling. We have resistance. We have some resistance in Ankara and Damascus. We need more of these garrisons. Just don't have enough garrison forces. And I probably want to make a variant of a tank. Let's see. Let's just go with light tank 2s. Create a variant. Make them more reliable. Give them a little bit better armor and some better guns. And a better engine. Save that. And then we'll just switch over to the Mark 1 variant. There we go. Okay, how goes things here? We're making some progress. Yep, we are. Okay, so they should be alright. Alright, we've almost defeated them there. Okay, so we have wiped out... Alright, we've wiped out the Allied forces here. You guys, get on the Soviet border there. The Germans have reinforced that border. I'm going to have to hope that my allies can hold it. Did they re-land here? Or did we never take it? Let's see. How does the fleet look? We got some more subs. Ooh, fighting the Soviets is not going to be fun. But I'll set up a battle plan and we'll see what we can do. We are making headway. Yep, formation flying. Let's do dive bombing. And the Soviets are stacking up as well. Unknown focus. Unfulfilled requests. Looks like Italy has stopped exporting steel. Okay. The United States is exporting steel. Alright, let's get it from the US. Now I just need rubber. Yeah, right now it's just the Italians and me on this front. All of the German army is now over on the Soviet front. Oh my. And looks like the Italians are getting pushed back. Can I take like these 12 divisions? Maybe we can get some of these guys cut off. Really need to get more troops out. More troops out. But pretty much everything we've got is going into getting equipment out to our men in the field rather than training new units. You know what? I'm just going to push those guys out. Add into that army. These guys can dump out there. Yep, they retook Cyprus. Well, that's because my submarines got wrecked. Just got wrecked, but you know, I've got 200 coast air supports, 200 fighters, naval bombers. Oh, concentrate industry, nice. I go with the assembly line per. Oh, actually, let's go with the construction 3. So we do need to get more stuff built. We're working on some infrastructure. So I'm not really sure we need that much anymore. How does the infrastructure actually look? 5. Actually, this is good. We can... just drop it down. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Well, that's fine. We'll drop it down to 1. Atomic research is finished. Let's see. 1943 is next. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much. 1940, improved computing machine. Improved research speed. Alright, you guys. 9 divisions. Do I want to bring them over to the Caucasus, or do I want to push them over here? Let's actually push them over here. And we'll just set up a small push to say we'll take... try to take Odessa. Dangerous naval invasions. Now, what about air cover? Do I have a new... Yep, we got more fighters. And close air supports. And I want... 200 of each. Over here. Let those build up. How's our fleet look? The 5 submarines. 3 heavy cruisers. We haven't gotten any of the big ships out yet. We've almost got a battleship. Soviet Union declared war on the German Reich. We have been called to arms. I could refuse the call to arms and say, you're on your own. Actually, you know what? We're going to call this episode right here. So that is what the next decision is. Uh-oh. Oh, that's trouble in Italy. That is trouble in Italy. Okay, well, we've got some... Oh, and Belgium... Oh, it's because Germany completely moved their entire army out. Oh boy. Okay. We've got a bit of mess on our hands here. We've definitely got a bit of a mess on our hands. We'll see what we can do about this when we come back the next episode. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.